We'll go ahead with the first question. Chris, go ahead.
Kelvin, holding them to 3 made threes, 13 attempts. Campy was talking about how no one's limited them that way.
But the
how are
three
you
made
able to-
threes wasn't the big deal. It was the attempts. We held them to 5 attempts the first half. But though we did a good job of multitasking, we got up and took the 3 away, and then we got back to the hand we wanted to guard. And then our help was more active. But that's what was happening was you play 3 games. We're not going to do that the first game. Not going to do it the second. We're better tonight, but this team's going to be like every team we've ever had here. They'll just keep getting better and better as they go. Doesn't mean we're not going to lose some games. We will, just like everybody else in America. We're going to lose games. Everybody's going to lose games. There's a lot of really good teams out there. But for us, that doesn't matter. What matters is continue to do what we've always done. Just keep getting better. Keep getting better. Key stat was we had 20 assists and 6 turnovers. Couldn't do that the first night. Couldn't do it the second game. Third game, starting to figure some things out. I think most teams in America, and progress isn't always linear. Sometimes you take a step back to go forward. Basketball is a very imperfect game. Some people think it should be perfect, but it's not. That's why you value progress over perfection, and that's what we're doing. Do we miss shots? Sure. Do we miss shots that look like we ought to be making them? Sure. That's basketball. So we're just embracing the emphasis, the things that we teach here, things that we've taught for a long, long time. It's our 12th team, so they're all different, but their expectation is for them to play Cougar basketball, and that can be a noun or an adjective.
Next question, please. Where we at? Kenneth, you got one? Back live.
Coach, on Monday we talked to Kingston, and he said going forward, he wanted to have 0 or 1 turnovers per game, and today he had 0. Just what do you take away when a guy is able to have high assist numbers and low turnover numbers and on his third action?
Like Milo Shuzan and Jamal Shed. Jamal Shed had over 3 point. He had almost 4 assists to 1 turnover. Milos was the same way. So he's just following the line of all the point guards we've had.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Coach Campy and what he's done at Oakland with the recent success?
Yeah. There's certain coaches that are really good for the game, and I think he's one of them. I've been a big admirer of his over the years. Tom Izzo and I were at Michigan State. Used to work Judd's basketball camps together. But I noticed that Tom and Greg have a really good relationship. They do that, the sweater thing. Is it ugly sweater thing? Yeah. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you don't take yourself or the game too serious, and in preparing for his team, watching them the other night against Purdue, you tell they're just so well coached. His personnel reflects the way they have to play to win, and I know we're not always an easy. Sometimes we are, sometimes we're not. We're not always easy to play against, but he wanted this game. He called me and said, "Kelvin, I'd like to coach against your team," and I said, "Absolutely," and I said that because I have so much respect for him. So. We're the same age. He's been at the same school for 42 years. I hope they've already got the statue design ready. because he certainly deserves one. But the biggest thing I would say to Greg Camp is thank you. Thank you for being a role model, not just for your players, but all the coaches in the Detroit area and a part of Michigan. Because he's dedicated his life to this profession. And guys like him don't get enough respect.
Kent, do you have another one?
Coach, do you have an update on Chase McCarty?
Kelvin, as early season games go, to be able to get some minutes for guys like Mercy, maybe build some confidence, get some shots early in the season. What's that like? Just maybe to get him on the floor.
Well, I wasn't really getting him. I really wasn't looking to get Mercy minutes. He earned them. He's been playing well in practice. You know, Mercy can score. But think about all our youth. It's not just Chris and Kingston and Isaiah. Chase is a freshman. Mercy technically is a freshman. You know, I don't know that he ever played in the first half of a game last year. You know, he's always got the minutes that Cordell got tonight. So, but you know, we just have to be patient with those guys. You know, it's not a whole lot in basketball you haven't seen before. So you just kind of navigate it, get them in there, get them experience. You know, Isaiah, Kingston. Ramon's injection of toughness in Cougar basketball helps the other guys do it because it rubs off. You know, I get on him sometime when he doesn't do it. Because now, what are you doing in there then? What did I put you in there for? If you're going to go in there and do nothing, go in there and impact the game. Go get on the floor after a loose ball, man. Somebody else does something, go high-five them. You know, be an energy giver. I don't like energy takers. You know, and a lot of guys are. You know, some guys are, and those things don't work over here now, not in this program. You got to be an energy, and nobody wants your autograph, by the way. So don't run around here act like you're somebody you're not. Everybody's status on this team is the same. Everybody's. Now, their roles are different, but their status is the same, which is why we have such a great culture.
Yeah, Chris, congratulations.
Emanuel, the unselfishness, you know, passing, I think Kingston gave one up to you, then you gave up one up to him. Is that contagious? And, you know, what does it mean to see the ball moving like that?
It's good, and you know, we've been like that all summer. You know, and that's what makes us such a great team is that we don't have any selfish players. You know, we're all trying to get each other a shot. You know, nobody's worrying about their own points, and you know, we need that, and it helped, especially tonight against their zone. You know, we got to move the ball, so. And everybody did a great job of that. You know, Kingston's a great passer, so is Malo. So, you know, when everybody's moving the ball, I think that's when we're at our best, is when it keeps moving.
Joseph?
Ramon, that injection of toughness that Coach was mentioning, how do you, maybe with a team that's got some new guys still maybe learning the way, how do you sort of offer that, or how do you sort of promote it or say that this is how we do it? Is it by action or words or?
I'd say for the most part is leading by example. The younger guys, they only know so much, and sometimes you just got to show them. And I feel like that's my role when it comes to leadership, is to show them how it's done. Getting on the floor after loose balls, going in there, crashing, playing hard. That's just something that Coach holds us accountable for. And that's something that, I pride in bringing every day, when we go to work. So I feel like that's how, I go about it.
Kelvin, to get Khalifa, I think he had 11 minutes that first half, almost 15 for the game. I mean, how important is that to get him into the mix? And
Yeah. Well, JoJo did a good job of that. a little kid was running around him on those pick and rolls, and JoJo was playing tag with him. Like, tag, you're it. It's a foul, Joe. One time down, little dude was running around the corner. He stood out there and tagged him again. Another foul. Joe, we ain't playing tag, house. You know, let him go. If he wants to shoot it, block a shot at the rim. That's just unnecessary. And I got on JoJo about that. You know, that was a big factor in a lot of games last year. The last game we played last year, he played 16 minutes. Look at him. Look at what we look like when he's on the floor. That's how good he is. He does us no good over there on the bench. And I told him, you pick up 2 fouls. I don't care if it's first 2 possessions of the game. I ain't playing you again. Play somebody else. You're not smart enough to stay out there, then why should I put you out there? Figure it out, son. But the fact that we held the first 2 teams to 38%, we held this team to 31%, tells me we're on the right track.